dreams are free, right? So for me, it started out at a young age where I used to look at the stars and I used to think, I know the world is so much bigger than it actually is, and I know the universe is even bigger. It was a dream of wanting to be out there and wanting to look back down on the earth. I guess I'm a rocket scientist.
The SAB Foundation set up with a very specific mandate of benefiting entrepreneurs in South Africa. By setting up a foundation, you ensure that the benefit really does flow to those economically excluded from the economy. It's an independent trust with priority on women, youth, people in rural areas, and people with disabilities.
For us as the foundation, we're really looking for solutions that solve social problems but are underpinned by a business model which can prove sustainability.
We support entrepreneurs to work on something that they're really passionate about, trying to solve a social problem in South Africa.
Ah, nice. So when you're charging it, you just plug it in like that. And our first product that we created was the low-cost educational robotics toy that we implement into schools in order to teach kids about robotics and coding for the fourth industrial revolution. So inside your kids, you'll see that you've got the blue block, right? Tell me what it says at the bottom. We align with the CAPS curriculum that focuses on the 4 C's: communication, critical thinking, collaboration, and creativity. Even if they get an hour with a robot, it is so much more than them not knowing anything at all.
This kind of project is what we look for when we look at accessibility around education, which addresses issues around youth empowerment, and how do we make certain technologies that a school in the rural areas, in a township, that those kids also have the opportunities to work with these technologies and be prepared for the future as much as a kid in private school would.
My name is Bathabile Mpofu. I'm the co-founder of this company called Nkazimula Applied Sciences. We make a portable science kit for young people to do science experiments. The science kit unleashes their confidence and they can approach their learning from that point where they know what they're doing.
Batabile recognizes that so many low-income schools don't have access to science labs, and science is critical for the future. We have a number of those types of innovations, over 100, that we have supported.
SAB saw the potential in our idea to have commercial success. They understand what social entrepreneurship is and what social entrepreneurs need. They don't just give you funding, they also give you business support and mentorship.
Trying to inject an economy into rural areas is quite challenging, particularly because many rural areas are quite far from markets. We've created a special focus on rural opportunities which are high in their job creation potentials.
I wanted to do something different for my community. I wanted to contribute positively in my community. I met the SAB Foundation. They were looking into supporting small businesses. In fact, they already had an existing program. We've been able to grow from supplying the local schools to supplying the local spaza shops, spa stores, Pick and Pay Express shops, checkout stores, and quite a few other independent supermarkets as well.
By changing that entrepreneur's life, you are changing so many people's lives around them. We've seen 101% growth in turnover in our businesses over the last 5 years.
Welcome to the Deaf Empowerment Firm. Our side name is DF. Welcome.
We've also discovered how incredibly poorly people with disabilities are treated in South Africa. We have a special category called the Disability Empowerment Awards, looking for solutions that improve quality of life for people with disabilities.
When I lost my hearing, a lot of challenges and changes happened in my life. So that's when I decided to start Deaf Empowerment Firm, so we can provide assistance to the deaf community and start changing the status quo. Our main aim is to ensure that they get sustainable work placements. We then put them in sustainable employment, or we assist them to start businesses of their own.
Alex placed more than 200 people with hearing impairment into employment, which is quite remarkable.
DF wouldn't be here today without the SAB Foundation.
Ketomena is one of the most overpopulated areas in Durban. Poverty lives here. I decided to grow vegetables for myself. Before I knew it, I had a garden. All of a sudden, you've got so much vegetables that you cannot eat all of them. So now you start selling to the neighbors. That becomes a business. It grew. Today, Their cooperatives are 95. SAB Foundation got to me when I really needed them. I was able to build the company and more.
We've created 3,300 jobs so far. What interests us is this incredible potential for scale, replication, and to make a difference in the very long term.